Hello friends and YouTube viewers. In the last part, that is part 1, we were discussing about the second method in order to allow user to sign up and log in under development mode. So here we are in Yii2 folder user model, which is under common models user. So here if we look down or scroll down, you can see around line 56 there is a rules method. In the rules method it shows self status inactive. So if we do an active, you make it active. Let's see what happens. You can see here status inactive is 9, status active is 10. That means we are making it status active for sign up as well as login. So let's go to our database and let's see what is there. So we have a Yogesh there. Let us delete that Yogesh user and let's go to the sign up again and let's create the Yogesh username once more. This time I'm simply for funds part I'm just changing the password to PASS 123 pass 123. So I signed up, yes. Now let me log in. Remember we are under development mode and Yogesh is trying to log in now. PASS 123 login. Wow, we are able to log in, right? So just to recap, I will show you two methods. First method is in part 1. If you did not see it, you can refer to it. In the first method, I showed you that you can come to the phpMyAdmin and manually change the status to 10. The second method is programmatic changing, where you will go to user model and change in the rules method status as active against the default inactive status which was there as I showed you. Once you done that and saved it and you register as a user, you will be able to log in without any issue because automatically the program assigns status as 10. Even I can show you that we can log into the backend, Yogesh PASS 123. I log in. Yes, I am able to log in, right? So backend and front end is working fine. So having said about the login issues under development mode, hope you guys get a clear picture as what to do about it. Of course, under production environment, if you configure the client properly, the user will get an email in order to verify the email. Once he verifies the email, automatically the status will be changed by the e-framework to 10 and hence they can log in. That's not an issue. So coming back to our theme again, we are looking at the HTML theme now. So let's look at the small notes that I showed you in part 1 also. So look for assets Themeasset PHP and then you create a Themeasset PHP. A should be capital, right? Themeasset PHP. Save it. Themeasset PHP. Okay. Then here what we can see is I showed you last time. We had under config. Yes, under front end assets, we had app asset. This was the original file that was available. And then I made another file which is called Themeasset and I copied it like this. Use web app asset I added here and then class Themeasset extends app asset and I named this file as Themeasset. Let us now look at the structure of this themeasset.php. Here you can see I have extended Themeasset class from app asset class. whereas app asset extends asset bundle, which is the default class as per Yii installation. Coming back to theme asset, you can see that there are two arrays, CSS and JS, and also there is a depends array, which is a default array provided by Yii. So we don't disturb that. We just focus in CSS and JS. CSS is to add all CSS files and JS is to add all JS files. So here I have done a sample example js.main.js. We are in the yoga template file, right? The original yoga template file, where the JavaScript, as a typical example, I put js/main.js. You can see that I copied it exactly here. Similarly, I have copied CSS open iconic bootstrap.minimum.css from this file. Let's go to that. If you can see here, I have copied this file. Yeah. So let me pause the video and I will come back to you once I have copied all the CSS and JS. So welcome back. You are now looking at all the CSS and JS files populated inside the themeasset.php. I have done one more step here. You can see here I prefix themes/css/open iconic bootstrap.minimum.css. For example, what I am trying to say here, if you look at this, right? Let's look at a typical example, CSS animate.css. So if you look here, CSS folder is here and inside that animate.css. So this file I am referencing here, animate.css. You can see this file. I put as it is css/animate.css, right? Only thing I prefix themes, which is a folder that I am going to create now. Remember that themes folder need to be created in the front end. I am now in the front end. I click it and then I go to the web and then I will click a new folder which I called themes, themes, right? So this folder is what I am referencing here. One more point that I wanted to highlight is that whatever be the HTTPS, for example, a direct reference to the HTTPS, you have to copy as it is. There should not be any themes folder prefix to that. So it is simply HTTPS. Similarly, here also you can see there's an HTTPS. So you do it like that. For all other files, you have to prefix both for CSS as well as JS into themes. Now, let us go to front-end web themes, right? htdocs, eyoga. We are going to see front-end and then we are going to see web and we have the themes folder here. So to this folder we will copy everything that is available in the HTML theme. So let's go to the yoga, which is the HTML theme, and we copy Ctrl+AC and then we go back to this one, which is the yoga front end web themes. You paste here. So once it's pasted, you can see that coming back to our editor, let's refresh and we can see front end will have web and then themes. Inside the themes, all the HTML yoga theme has been copied now. Then next step what we had to do is that we had to copy the views folder. So let's go to Yoga front end. There is a views folder by default here. You just copy that and then go into the web, the themes, and you have to copy in the themes directory the views folder. Hope you guys understood till now. We created a Themeasset file and then we changed the CSS and JS arrays to look like this. We left the HTTPS as it is. Then we created a themes folder inside the front end web and we copied all the yoga theme inside this themes folder. As you can see, everything is there, right? One more thing we did was we copied the views folder. You can see here it's htdocs yoga front end views. This is a default folder that was available in the front end. We just copied it into our themes folder. Now we have to register this theme into our Yii framework. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. In order to register into the Yii network, our themes folder, we have to come to front end config main.php. Remember, front end config main.php. And if you see here, inside the return array, you have components. So inside the component array, which extends until this, these are all parts of the component array, log, error handler. Let us click here and make a space for us, right? We'll make an array here. And then, as you see in the note, you just copy this and paste it here. Right? So once you paste it here, just delete those numbers here because Word gave some default numbers, right? So let us adjust this first, okay? Right? Okay. So let us save it first. Okay. So you can see here that, for example, the structure of the error handler was how? Error handler key value. Error handler is the key and then value is this, right? Similarly, view is the key and value is theme. So you have to delete this extra brackets. It's not needed. Now it's perfect. So view is closing here. Right. So this is how you register into the theme. So let us look at what we have registered here. Let me just beautify it. Right. This should go inside, which matches to the path map, right? So saved it. So similarly, you can see the log is closing here and it has values trace level target. Similarly, error handler has the array definition like this, and finally the view which we introduced is like this. So by doing this, what we are trying to say is that Hey Yii framework, I am defining a view in this way so that you look for all the view files as per this definition. So view, and then inside theme, my base path is web root themes, which is, you can see here, front end. Where are the themes? Let me see. Let me close this. Assets, config, web. Yeah, themes. So web root themes is my path. That is my base path, and my base URL is @web themes. Everything is pointing to themes, and my path map, which is app/views, will be web root themes views. That is why we copied the views here. Now let's see what's happening for our Yii framework. So I come here to the front end, I click, nothing changed, right? I refresh and I log in, nothing changed, because in fact we did not change anything, only we added on the CSS and JS. One more thing which we need to change here before the effects happen is that I have opened the main.php file inside the themes views layout, and I need to change the app asset to theme asset. For some effects to happen there, theme asset. I saved it. Meanwhile, what we have to do is, let us copy the index.html to the site index.php. Save it first. Let's see the effects now. I click. You see that Yii web asset not found. Yii web app asset not found. So let us go to the theme asset. Right. Let's go to that. Let us try to change this one. Use app asset. Let's click and see. The error is still there. So better we'll do same like app asset. We will extend the asset bundle and then we'll use that. Let's do that. Theme asset extends app bundle. And then you delete this one. Okay. So let's click it. Yes. We can see some of the CSS, some of the things are coming in. So that's a good progress. So let us finish this part 2 with this, right? Let us finish this part 2 with this, and then we will go to part 3 where we will further build up this theme into Yii framework. So let's look at it in a responsive way. The menus are working, classes, the object not found. That's not an issue. We'll fix that later. My application is still there. Menus are working. The drop downs are working fine. Sliders are working good. That's all positive signals for us. So let me wind up this part 2 of this Yii theming video. Meet you in the next video, part 3. Thank you. Please subscribe to my videos and comment out if you like this video. If any improvements needed, please comment out also. You can contact me for any technical issues or new website work or application work. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Signing off, Penang Web Developer at gpsmartcodes@gmail.com +601937667779. Thank you guys. Bye.